What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Let's get about it, ding a ding now. I'm enjoying Mike's reaction.
Because I don't know if it translates to the listener at home or if you just could tell on YouTube. All you did,
Yeah,
you added a recline.
right.
Right.
I tried to do like a little bit of an
You
effect,
tried.
like a sound effect, you know? Away from the mic, close to the mic. Away from the mic, close to the mic. How did it come through on the other end, huh? Pretty great.
I don't think it's sold. That's my guess.
Mike, this is episode 128. You try new things. Hi, Jay.
I right before the show, you're like, man, I don't have anything for the scat, and then you realize
that made it even funnier.
You haven't had anything for the scat in a long time, but here we are.
Are we still saying that?
I'll add some dynamics.
Yeah.
But not vocal dynamics. Physical distance from the microphone dynamics.
Yeah, and I'm not going to burden Al Borland putting it in post. I'm going to do this effect, myself.
Thank you.
Welcome into the Spitballers, Andy, Mike, and Jason. Would you rather? That's a great question, and a spectacular draft on today's episode of the show.
Badingy!
I
I won't know until people respond to it.
You know how you get the like your stereo at home, you can change the effects in one's like amphitheater effect. You can scroll through and it's like sports or action, and that was the cathedral. I was trying to go cathedral start.
Well, that's usually what he does when he goes into a cathedral. He breaks out and starts scatting.
See? Cathedral.
Yeah. No, I'm there.
At Spitballers Pod on Twitter. Thank you for subscribing, reviewing the show on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening. We appreciate it. It means a lot to us. You can find the community over at SpitballersPod.com. Click the Become a Spitwad button, and, your life's set up for success at that point. Anything else going on? You guys doing well today? We're all in black. I don't know how. That's ominous. I mean,
It's a slimming.
Yeah.
It's slimming, and I woke up over the weekend. Sometimes I
wake up.
I eat a lot over the weekends. Yeah. I've always
Monday is Black Shirt Day?
Yeah, but universally to me, Sunday has always been cheat day on the diet.
Boom day.
Yeah, a boom day, if you will. As I've gotten older, that's expanded to Saturday. Friday creeps in there as well.
Friday after work.
Yes.
That's part of the week. You wouldn't have a bad breakfast. That would be irresponsible.
Yeah, it starts with the pizza movie night on Fridays, and then I spiral outwardly as my pants know from there, and then I get a little bit bloated because not everything comes out in time for Monday.
I'm not lying when I say this. I've seen multiple people ask if Jason owns shirts other than black.
And let me tell you right now, I do not. I just did all of my laundry. Literally last night I did all of my laundry.
So the lights and darks is not a problem for you?
It is not a problem. Maybe I got some khaki shorts. And let me tell you this. If I'm looking for my khaki shorts in a pile of laundry, I can find them super easy. They are the only thing that is not black in there. I've got polos. I've got baller shirts. I've got I've got a variety of different solid black shirts.
All right, let's get into the Would You Rathers.
Would you rather?
Before you do that, Andy, we have some text in our show doc here that is bolded. It is surrounded by asterisks.
Yes.
And it is in red. It is highlighted with red.
Oh, I thought it was red ignore. Red to ignore.
Yes.
Is red to ignore?
Yeah, like stop signs.
No.
Red. I'm just trolling. I just left it out.
Well, then now you confuse me because maybe you were right. But it's too late. I've already brought it up.
No, the big announcement here is that next week you have to stay tuned because we have a new segment debuting. and we don't know what it is.
Yes, the hosts of the show have no idea what's happening next week.
No. The inmates are running the asylum over here, and Al Borland and Judge Giamatti have something figured out.
I don't want you guys to be prepared for this one.
Okay.
We don't prepare for
I was
anything.
going to say, I've got bad news for you, buddy.
Or great news.
Let's put it this way. I clicked the Would You Rather. I don't know what's coming. Here's our first question.
Did you hear the opening scat?
Well, that was definitely not prepared. All right. Tom from Twitter says, would you rather spend a year in a submarine that never surfaces or a year on a plane that never lands?
I don't see how this is close.
Oh, that is so interesting, though.
No.
What if? I mean, Mike, you're right.
There's one very big difference.
They're
between
both tubes.
Yeah.
Keep going. What's the big difference?
One of them's flying.
Yeah, one of them's
Yeah.
high, one of them's low.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But when you look out of said window,
Right?
what are you seeing?
Clouds or fish?
The sun. You are seeing actual daylight.
Oh, and that's important.
To human beings, generally speaking, it has been, yes.
Yeah, but this is coming. Hold on. You guys, so you both default went to submarine.
No,
we went to
airplane.
Oh, I'm sorry, went to
Yeah.
airplane.
Yeah.
So you like flying, Mike?
No.
Okay.
No.
How about it for a year?
Yeah, but I look, as much as I know I don't like flying, I've never been in the depths of the ocean with just the only thing holding out the water from crushing me to death
Right.
is a thin bit of steel. I've never experienced being in a submarine. Aside from I've been in the Disneyland one.
You could be
but
in a
we were not very
submarine
deep.
if you had the windows closed, the submarine windows, as they say.
that close and open.
If you had them,
just depending on
It's
when you
called
want them open.
a porthole.
yeah. You could just pretend you're anywhere in a submarine. What difference is it going to make to you? It's like saying, would you
I
rather
don't
be?
think you can.
Would you rather be in a room for a year, or would you rather be flying? Like, you don't like flying at any like you got the fear of a crash flying for the whole year.
Yeah, but the fear of death is equal. If
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
of your abodes is, compromised, you're dead.
Is there a lot of submarine crashes happening these days?
Well, submarine is not a very popular transportation method.
Yeah, we
Elon, can we get some electric
taking a
submarines?
submarine trip to Europe.
That'd be cool.
That would be maybe pretty cool. But the point
I don't even
here-
like the one in Disneyland. It freaks me
Yeah,
out. And I'm
yes,
like 6 feet under the water.
The point is the view. That is the real differentiator
Yes.
here. And in reality, when you're down in the ocean, you're not seeing fish out your window. You're not seeing anything. You're so far away from light that you're just seeing
Well, the
dark.
submarine could cruise in the nicer depths.
I mean, let's even say there's some good lighting
Yeah.
on the sub that kind of, lights
Have
up.
they
10
upgraded
feet.
those things? Like, we've had big advances in technology in lights. Like, do our the
Submarines?
people in the Navy, do they got like hue lights in those things yet?
Of course they do.
I don't know, man.
Do we still make submarines? I don't even know. What's the point?
Well, the point is secrecy, so we don't know if we're still making submarines.
Because all those old submarine movies, which they don't make submarine movies anymore. So
The Hunt for Red October?
yeah, that's Sean Connery, right? And then you had what was the one where Harrison Ford was supposed to be Russian?
Oh, yeah.
And he is not.
He was so bad in that.
Because he's Indiana Jones and he's not Russian.
I just feel like
But my point
you don't have
is,
to go through thunderstorms underwater.
that's true.
You have to go through those in the sky
Okay, that's a fair point, except you fly over them.
if you're lucky.
So, K-19, the Widowmaker. That was the one. Oh, man, not Harrison's finest moment. But my point is, what I know about submarines is from submarine movies, and the lighting. It's always terrible, and it's always red lights. It's like they're doing photography development down there.
Is there better Wi-Fi?
That was the joke. That was the joke that got the producers.
Got us both, man.
Is the Wi-Fi worse for
good dark
submarines?
room.
Do submarines have Wi-Fi? I know it's tough on a
Oh.
plane.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's got to be better on a plane. I can get satellite up there. What are you getting in the ocean?
do they have internet down there? Have they figured that out?
Yeah,
That's actually a legitimately great question.
It's not fiber optic.
Can they
No.
conduct it through the water? I don't.
I'm pretty sure submarines communicate with the outside world.
Is this all Morse code?
Yeah, but you have. I mean, that's over like radio waves, right? CB.
There is
gotta have a
communication.
CB
Well,
down there.
all the people in Atlantis, don't they have Wi-Fi?
There is
Well,
communication.
they've got way better than
Okay.
Wi-Fi in Atlantis.
All right, let me change this question because Andy needs to catch up here. Okay, here's a new would you rather.
All right.
Would you rather stay in your home for a year
Sure.
and it's always nighttime outside, or it's always daytime outside, or not even it's daytime in the daytime?
You're okay. So because you go through a normal, I know what you're saying. You go through a normal day-night cycle in a plane.
The depression.
So you guys, that's the most important thing to use, the normal day-night cycle.
I think it's the big differentiator, and I think I would be depressed if I never had.
Don't you have a
natural
little
lighting.
bit more room in a submarine in the sense that
Oh no, there's no room.
you're
down
going
there.
in and out of different rooms? Like if you're in a plane, it's one big tube. You don't have like a change of scenery from like, hey, here's the mechanical room and here's the other mechanical room.
I would imagine a submarine is bigger than a plane.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, yes. I can't imagine that our submarines, carrying nuclear weapons.
Oh, nuclear weapons don't have to be that large.
Well, but I mean, you still the vessel needs to be very large. It's a war machine.
A ballistic missile submarine is 175 meters, so it's 572 feet long.
What's like a Boeing
Yeah,
747?
give me a good 747.
That's a big one.
Boeing 747's length is only 250 feet.
Oh, what
wow.
a little baby plane.
So it's longer.
You pick up a little over 2 times the length. And
but it's all about width.
yeah, I mean 75. The beam height, is that what it is? 75
Yep.
foot versus 19.
Yeah, it's the beam height.
Yeah, I mean look, you're in a tube either way. I'm going submarine. I think it's mysterious.
Would
There's
you-
a chance that there's
Would you rather be on the submarine, or in the submarine, or like on the space station?
Space station.
Space station.
That thing's really small.
That's true.
But you're 0G and you're in outer space,
Do we
which
make
is way
submarines by just cutting the wings off of planes? Is that what we do?
cooler. Yeah, and then seal it up.
And then seal it up? That's a submarine,
Yeah,
right?
they're pressurized. I'm sure it would work. Way down deep.
So you guys are both flying through the sky?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Al, are you
I will
with them?
take the turbulence.
I'll take the sub.
Yeah.
Now it's unlimited sandwiches down there, right?
It's because Al and I are both the more, we're already depressed, so it don't matter if we're underneath the water. So
All right.
Olive from Twitter, would you rather reach in and take money from every tip jar you see, or have to donate $100 to every tip jar you see?
I mean, I'm broke now because I'm donating 100 everywhere. I couldn't handle the stress.
Oh,
I mean,
you would stop eating out, or you would stop going to places that have tip jars.
100%. Or I would only go when it's, some big, we're celebrating. We just got a promotion at work. I'm going to go and tip someone, and it's on purpose because I couldn't possibly take money out of a tip jar and handle that. I would just melt into the ground.
Is there any way to play that off? Can you think of any way to play off taking money out of a tip jar?
Yeah, you'd have to lie.
Like, I'm going to break this
Yeah, but
for
what's
you.
a good lie?
Is that what you tell me?
I put 2 in. I'm just taking 1 back.
Oh, so you pretend you donated.
Yeah, like, I accidentally, put a little bit. No, well, now you're making money and getting away with it.
What if you just say you have a really important phone call to make?
You just say, on the payphone?
Yeah. You pretend that payphone still exists.
It's for the payphone. Sir, you took a 20.
Yeah, they're really expensive nowadays.
They take
man,
cash.
payphones. Yeah, I mean, putting 100 in every time,
No, I mean
that would be cost of doing business to go out to eat. I mean, you'd know that that's what you're going to have to do.
But doesn't that suffice the tip, right? I mean, there's not a tip jar in places that also have like another tip option. Is there like you could sign a receipt and then on your way out there's also a tip jar?
Maybe the tip jar's sitting there for the like pickup orders. So I mean, if you're in that place, maybe the pickup order's got a tip jar over there. I don't know.
Yeah, there's tip jars a lot.
I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm calling restaurants and saying, "Hey, do you guys have a tip jar?" Before I go. I mean,
what is the soup du jour? Yes, okay. Do you have a tip jar?
man,
Oh, we don't, but I'll put one out.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
All right. So which one are you doing, Andy? Because this is extreme generosity.
this is just can I sneak the money out of this jar more consistently enough? And the answer is no. With cameras, I'll be viral. The guy that steals from the tip jar all the time. I'm gonna donate. I'm gonna donate the $100. I'm gonna make somebody's life happier. And yeah.
What about you, Mike?
I mean, if it really came down to it, I would have to be the donate, and then I'm never going anywhere, ever again.
All right. Abby from Patreon. Would you rather be unable to cross any street without holding someone's hand, or have to cross every street barefoot?
Abby.
So you have to find somebody to hold their hand?
Wait, or here's the thing. Abby does not live in Arizona or someplace that has a temperature close to Arizona, because in the summer, this will not just be an uncomfortable thing to run across the street barefoot. I assume that you guys have.
I've done the dash.
You've taken to
I've
the
done the
street
dash.
barefoot
Oh, yeah.
before, and you're burning. You're actually like going to get second-degree burns on your feet if you have to do this in Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I'm sure you two have done this before as well. You guys have cooked an egg on the sidewalk in the peak summer in Arizona. You could just, I mean, it's literally like a frying pan.
And that's the sidewalk. That's not the blacktop.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the blacktop. The egg would just be scorched immediately. I mean, imagine.
I'd rather run on the blacktop
Really?
than the concrete. Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Do tell.
I love pain.
Well, I mean, I think they both stink, but it's about surface area. When you're running on the concrete, 100% of that surface area that's on fire hits your foot. When you're running on the blacktop, there's a little bit of gap between some of the blacktop
Because of the jagged rocks.
because it's a little more rigid.
Interesting.
I think I'd
Those
rather run on the
ridges are
blacktop.
not smooth.
Well, here's the thing. We had a mailbox at our house that was 3 houses down. It was like a 4-pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the trick about walking on something hot is you think you're okay at the beginning.
Right.
Because your feet aren't used to it. So I would often be like, I want to get the mail. And I'd start the journey. And barefoot. And I really test things out here. And by the time you're at the mailbox, you're pot committed. Because how do you get back?
And you're doing the thing where you're trying to walk
half of your feet.
just on the outside edges of your feet, and then you switch to the inside.
Yes, 100%. I got stuck on a roof because I was...
Why are you on a roof with no shoes on?
Well, no. not with no shoes on. I'm sorry. This is just... I crossed 2 stories. I got caught on a roof where the roof was so hot I couldn't get down because I needed my hands to get up on the roof.
Oh.
So then I'd need the hands to get down off the roof, and I couldn't touch the tiles. So I just sat on the roof for like 20 minutes.
Did you wait for the sun to go down?
I almost did, yes. Eventually I settled for the second-degree burns. But
man, I hate directional things where the second half is worse. Like if you've got a stationary bike, you're riding for 30 minutes, and when you're done, you're done.
Right.
But if you go on a real bike ride and you think, or a hike or whatever.
A real hike,
and you think, I got this. I'm doing great. 30 minutes in, you're like, I feel absolutely fine. But you got to do it all again. And as soon as you start feeling bad, you're starting the whole process over and you're vomiting at the end.
I am 100% against hikes that are go to a point and then return on the same path. I stand against them. I protest them.
Now,
all hikes need to be circles. Let me know.
A circle, or do we have a business opportunity here?
Okay.
Where
are we driving people
where
back from the second half?
We shuttle people to their cars, or from their cars to the beginning point of the hike.
I am with you, Jason. I've gone hiking with my wife. She goes on this hike where I know every foot I step forward is another foot I'm going to have to step back, which makes me not want to take as many steps.
Mm-hmm.
So do you go all the way to the top of the mountain, or you just go halfway?
I go halfway. I'm like, it's going to take me forever to get back.
Is there a chopper up there? They shuttling people down.
I'd probably ask 5 times. Wait, does this come out on like by the parking lot? Oh no, we have to turn around and go the same way. It's the same. It's the same walk.
Or what if, like, the mountain, they installed a really big slide?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Now that I would, or a what is the thing?
A
Like
zip line?
Zip line.
A zip line or a fireman's pole?
Wow, that's a long
Fireman's
pole.
pole. You're going into the mountain though, and that's a problem. I think at the end you're going to want to be on the outside of the mountain. That one doesn't.
All right.
I'll take the zip line. Mike, you can take the slide.
Yeah.
Oh, that leaves me the fireman's pole. Dang it! I'm stuck inside of a mountain now.
You just fireman pole right down a chute.
And also, mountains are hollow. Is this correct?
All mountains are hollow.
Okay, good. I always thought that, but I wasn't sure.
Now hills aren't. Hills are solid.
Your problem with the fireman's pole is not the drilling down inside the mountain. Like, we can't possibly tunnel out
Right.
from the fireman's pole area, but getting down inside the mountain, that's not a problem.
You've put a torturous thought in my mind, the idea of firemen's poling down in infinite depth.
Just forever?
Just go for, I don't know, like 1,000 feet down, and
then what do
then
you
got to
do?
climb up the pole.
You can't climb up that pole.
Oh, I'll find, if I'm stuck down there, I'm sure as heck going to try.
But yeah, and you're gonna fail. You could not climb up 1,000-foot fireman pole.
Oh, I'll bet you $5.
I
will take
I
that
take that bet.
Remember
Is there a 1,000-foot fireman pole around?
down into the earth? I mean, 1,000 feet's a little ways, but what other option do I have? I got to get out of there, man.
Death.
I wonder the highest you could get.
Let's do it.
How high could we climb a fireman's pole? What? How high do you think you could get, Mike? Shoes on.
No, not shoes on. I'm taking my shoes off at the bottom of that pole and climbing without them.
You think you'll do better without shoes?
Much better without shoes.
Okay. I was thinking the traction of the sole.
No,
The rubber would help me.
You need the traction, skin to
the
pole.
skin on the pole. If you're clamping down.
Yeah.
What if I'm starting to sweat?
Well, that's gonna be a real issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm shoes on. Got it.
Shoes on, you ain't getting 2 feet. I mean, you're gonna give that deal a college try. And the worst part about climbing a fireman's pole is when you fail, you just go down the pole in a really undignified way, right?
Yeah, but at least you go. Wee!
Yeah. Do you say "we" on the way down as you fail? I see both producers shaking their heads, like, "How did this conversation get to here?"
I don't know. Did we have a question?
Would you go shoes on, shoes off, Al?
Shoes. That's when I used to rope climb, and I definitely wanted shoes on for that.
But the
Yeah,
rope is
that's
different.
different.
yeah, shoes off probably for
Yeah.
pole climbing.
For pole climbing. Is that a popular thing? Is that an Olympic sport? What was the question again?
The question was, how high do you think you can get on this pole? Because I want to circle back to that. I don't think I could get to like 8 feet.
The question is, can you rest without grabbing the pole? Can you find a way to rest by interlocking some amount of arms and legs? If
Yes.
you can rest, you can get higher.
There is. It's not a true rest, but there is a rest for your upper body, because you could clamp on with the feet. Like I've seen at least my kids do it. My kids climb on the trampoline. We now have safety nets on trampolines.
Didn't have that when I was a kid.
Not in the 90s. We didn't. But there's the poles go up, and my kids will climb those, and they do that. The way they get to the top is they take the soles of their feet and sandwich it on the pole and then push up.
Shoes
Yep.
on, huh?
No,
way.
no. Dang it. The shoes are not on.
So just visualize this. You grab the pole, you put
Okay.
your feet on the pole.
You push up.
And you push up.
You can get up like that.
Yes. I don't believe I could do that for a second time. I think once I'm locked on the pole and I'm off the ground, that's where I stay. It's
Okay.
there and down. Those are my only 2 locations.
How high could I get? I don't know. I always believe more of myself than I'm able to do.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. The other one was crossing the street by holding someone's hand.
Which we all take that.
I think I could ask some. Yeah, we all take that. I could ask somebody.
Yeah,
say,
the problem is,
can you hold my hand? I'm.
The problem is if you're trying to get across the street and there's no one around, then you're stuck on your side of the street.
That's when you take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going for it. All right, let's move on.
That's a great question.
David from the website, if a toy company made an action figure of each of you, what 2 accessories would come would come with.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
sometimes you remember getting the action figures as a kid, and they'd come with a couple of cool accessories. Some cooler than others.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
You
Mike
could take
says,
a grappling hook.
Oh, I see. I thought this was more like Mike would have a guitar.
That's true.
He'd have his axe
And a grappling hook.
and a grappling hook, of course, because
For all that grappling I do.
Jason would come with a different black shirt. He comes with the black shirt, and it comes with a second black shirt outfit, a whole different outfit that's the same.
Right. But one has a collar.
Right. One's a
So it's
polo.
like
This is my fancy
this
shirt.
is my fancy shirt, or is casual.
maybe
or,
two shirts. Maybe it comes with two other shirts.
You know, dress up black.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mike definitely comes with a guitar.
Yeah, but I have to think of a second accessory.
Shoes, man. Probably comes with shoes.
Yeah, probably some really wild shoes. That seems to make sense.
If you don't know, Mike is what do you call it? Is that just
Sneakerhead.
Sneakerhead. I was going to
Yeah.
call it a shoehead. That sounded dumb. Sneakerhead.
He's a real shoehead. He's a gumshoe.
That sounds like an insult that,
That sounds-
mobsters throw around at you. He's a shoehead.
He's a
See?
yeah.
That sounds like Charles Barkley to me.
Oh,
He's a shoehead.
He's terrible.
He's terrible. He's a shoehead over here.
Knucklehead.
Man,
I don't know what comes with me.
what comes with Andy's action
Rocking chair?
figure. A rocking
It
chair
could
would make
be,
sense.
yeah.
We did buy you one for a birthday
Thank you very much,
as
by
a
the way.
half gag gift, and half we knew you'd love it.
Yeah, it was a home run.
Those are great gifts. When it's funny for the gift giver, and it's also like it was funny for Andy to get, and he's like, sweet rocking chair.
It really did work out, and I still sit in it quite often.
What else? Ice cream could come. Now you've really backed down on your ice cream
I'm
ways.
into the cookies now. Yeah.
Ice cream and cookies. Those go well together.
Yeah.
It's quite the transition.
I guess grappling hook.
Yeah, for
I
all the
guess I'll-
grappling you do.
Yeah, I do a lot of grappling.
You got to look into grappling.
Oh, it's the
Apparently.
best.
I mean, I did some jujitsu, but it's a different type.
Yeah, the grappling hook will help you in the whole fire pole situation.
I'll bet if I did jujitsu style grappling with a grappling hook, I'd win more.
We could give
Boy,
you
like fight with the
Yeah,
You-
I
you're
have
doing-
a weapon.
ping pong paddle.
Isn't that still called grappling? Like
Yeah.
when you're wrestling?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm talking about.
I want to switch yours to you wear your normal shirt, then you come with a black polo, and then you come with a black gi for all of you.
There you go.
Jiu-jitsu. All right.
And it's just a little bit too tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was from when I used to do jujitsu. I'll get into this someday.
None of the clothes fit on the accessory.
Oh no, the black shirts fit.
Oh,
I mean, I got it's probably a white gi that doesn't fit and black shirts that do fit.
Okay. This show somehow gets back to this jokes. All right, Richie from Patreon. You're choosing a band name. The name must include a type of pasta. What are you going to call your band?
Okay.
So you got to go types of pasta.
I'm going to need to look up types
you
of
got-
pasta.
Penne pasta.
Okay.
You got elbow.
You got linguine, rigatoni,
oh, linguine.
Now, what is the lasagna?
slippery linguine.
What's the lasagna pasta? Like what
I
is
believe it's called lasagna.
for real?
Like I think it's called lasagna noodles, right?
That is correct.
Whoa! I mean, that just blew my mind. I mean, why? That's an ingredient in lasagna.
Well,
the
they-
ingredient for lasagna is lasagna.
Hey, check this
It's
out,
lasagna
Jason.
noodles.
Yeah. What do you call the noodles in spaghetti?
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
You've heard of
spaghetti.
This is a band name, right? You've heard of Milli Vanilli.
Yeah.
So I'll be Silly Facility.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to look up pasta.
Willie Facility.
Willie.
I think I'm Willie Facility. That's my name.
types of pasta.
No, I can read some fettuccine, ravioli.
I'm sticking with elbow because it doesn't sound like pasta. You
Okay.
know, I'm gonna
So
be
what's the band name?
probably the Dirty Elbow.
Okay.
You know,
The Dirty Elbow.
I think
All right.
I think that band name would crush.
A suggestion from one of the producers. You've got
Oh.
Penny and the Jets.
That's not bad.
Makes
That's
sense.
not
More
bad.
of a song title.
yeah, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers here.
The manicotti potties.
The Manny
Now,
Cotti
spell
Potties.
potties. Was that Potty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that's after you eat a really big bowl
Oh yeah, of
You-
manicotti.
You got the manicotti potty.
Okay, That's your band.
Yeah.
What style music do you play?
Death metal.
Death. Okay. All right. Justin from Twitter, what's the craziest butterfly effect that has happened to you because of a small decision that you made? See, some of these great questions
require great thought.
That's pretty heavy. I mean, this podcast is the result of a butterfly effect.
I say wasn't a small decision, but my butterfly effect to somehow getting here to talking about my new rock band, the Manicotti Potties.
Yeah, I love that band, by the way.
Thank you.
Dirty Elbows opening for them.
Of course they are.
Oh, we're the opener?
Manicotti Potty ain't no opening band.
Yeah,
we are headliners.
That's fair.
I made a decision to go to college in my late 20s to learn how to make video games, and somehow that led me through the butterfly effect to here talking about my new headlining band.
That's right. That's crazy because that led to you going to a workshop thing that I was at, and then we found each other, and then we hired you at that company, and then, whoa, that's a good one, Mike.
I'll always remember, Mike, when before we started the podcast, after we worked together, how you and your wife went and looked at houses very, very far away from where you live now. And
that's a good one.
Really far from where you worked. And everything was lined up for you to get that house, except for the stupid housing company wouldn't give in on the realtor fee.
So here's the thing. This is a good lesson for those at home.
For realtors.
I don't understand.
Home builders.
It's ridiculous. So my wife and I were looking for houses. So we found a development that we, we like them. Let's go in and look at the houses. Well, apparently showing up just to look at the models, that is me making some type of contract with that company saying that I no longer can be represented by my realtor.
But we had a piece of paper in the door that said, you have to have your realtor.
Yeah, the best thing is I didn't sign anything. I didn't sign anything. I wouldn't go look at anything with them. But they decided that because we were there without our realtor, that the realtor is no longer can get any type of commission on a sale.
That is the biggest.
And it led to us not buying anything from them.
Which, if you had bought, you couldn't have commuted from there all the way to our job.
True.
And we probably would not have started a podcast. And
yeah, I mean, so I'll get to the butterfly effect, but real quick, realtors, if you're out there, home builders, if you're out there, stop it.
Seriously,
stop it. It's so stupid. Andy and I used to be realtors, and we can recognize how stupid that is. Just stop it.
That was a good 3 weeks of our lives.
My butterfly effect, I think, would be I wanted to go to the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. They had a good computer program and a good theater program. I wanted to go there. And then I think for the Christmas before, I was set to go off to college, my father gave us a Christmas gift of he lived in California. He was going to move back to Arizona where we were, which is like, oh, awesome. That's great.
Hold on. Your dad's Christmas gift was that he was going to move.
He was going to move close to home. He was the gift. And the thing
got
is,
something special.
Yeah.
Me.
I feel like
it wasn't my only gift. He didn't not give other gifts.
Your dad's like, I'm going to move. How do I spin this? Guess what I got you for Christmas, everybody?
I mean, in general, that would have been a great thing.
My moving costs.
But guess what I couldn't afford? Out-of-state tuition to go to college in California.
Okay.
So because of that thing, I had to go to the University of Arizona.
Because of the worst Christmas present anyone's ever gotten.
Met my wife, had the children I have, and none of that would have happened if I had gone to UCLA.
But you would have been a star, Jason.
Oh, well, I mean, still am.
All right.
Yeah.
Caleb from the website, what is the threshold for transitioning from I am learning to play the guitar to I am a guitar player? Mike, I think you need to speak to this.
I mean, I know my answer, but I want to hear your guys' answer to this.
Okay. First of all, I'm really excited for this because I want to know what the answer is. My son has been kind of trying to learn the guitar, but he doesn't really have a teacher. It's an iPad. And
that's fine. There's all different ways to learn now.
I think you know how to play the guitar from learning when you can riff on your own. Like if you can, make a bunch of different chords and just play something, anything, not even a real song. Just this makes sense musically. These are chords. That's when I say you could play the guitar. That's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here deciding whether or not I'm learning to play the guitar right now, or whether I've been a guitar player for 20 years. And
I've been learning for 20 years.
I mean, there are only two options here, right? I'm either a guitar player,
or you're still
or
learning.
I'm still learning to play guitar. It certainly doesn't come down to reading music or anything like that.
No,
because you don't need to be able to do that as a guitar player. I mean, Jason's answer is pretty good. I don't think Mike's going to define it as being able to just like pick up and play things you hear. That'd be advanced.
No, that's an advanced player.
So I would say, and I don't doubt you would quantify it in some like chord amount or something like that. But that's what I would say. Like enough to where you can write songs.
I hope Mike's answer is just time. It's like 4 days. that's when.
What's your
Mike,
answer?
what is the real answer?
I'm really
here?
curious.
So to me, the answer is just: can you play music with somebody else?
Oh, interesting.
Like, could you go and could you sit down with someone else and be part of music?
All right. Follow-up question.
You're a guitar player now.
To Andy. Andy,
Okay.
are you still learning to play the guitar, or can you play the guitar?
I think I can play the guitar.
You can play the guitar.
I think I can play the guitar.
I mean, this could be like someone just singing.
Sounds like you two need to get together. And
I don't think that's exactly.
I don't play with amateurs.
I would like, if I got together with Mike, I'd make sure that I kind of had my cord like unplugged on the side. Like I'd be like, "Are we all good? We good, Jeremy? We got the sound turned up. All right, let's go." I pull the cord out. Okay, that's a good answer though. I think that's right. And it says, I am a guitar player. You're playing guitar with somebody.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Going from I am a guitar player. It's interesting. You just shift the words around slightly, saying I'm a guitar player or I play the guitar.
Yeah.
I feel like
one is like a profession.
Yeah, like I'm defining myself. I am a guitar player.
Yeah.
Like, no, I play the guitar.
Right. I'm not a car driver, but I drive a car.
Right.
Yeah. It's not your profession.
Right.
Because I'm a car driver.
I mean, is that what like NASCAR drivers they would say? I'm a car driver.
That's what Mario Andretti said. So I'm a car driver. All right, let's draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, we are drafting.
Oh man,
I think this one's fun.
It's fantastic, and be prepared, fellas, to just reveal how old we are.
Oh
really?
My.
Yeah, because like
because we're not going to be matching
the age range that listens to this show. It's very wide. It's people older than us, people way younger than us, and the young crowd.
Yes, different language.
Yes,
I get what you're saying. Let's put it this way. By the way, we are drafting the best emojis. Okay, but let's put it this way: we use emojis. They're emoji users.
Yes.
Well said.
Yes.
Right? And,
yes.
Okay, I've got the first pick in the emoji draft. And I started to think there are a lot of things. Is it the visual that you just like about it? Is it frequency, right? There's some that I use a lot more than others. But I got the number one pick, and there's just one that I think sits there as the number one.
There's a clear number one?
There's a clear number one pick.
Well, I'm going to be embarrassed now if Mike has a different clear number one because he's the second pick. To me, it's the poop emoji.
It's the poop emoji.
Yeah.
It's the poop. Come on. That was not the number one pick.
It's gotta be.
It was like it was at the end of my list.
What? It's the number one emoji, man.
Yeah,
It comes out of the end of your list. All right.
Okay.
We
All
made
right.
two poop jokes in 1 second.
It's kind of what we do around here.
But the poop emoji it's great because it's a playful poop. I mean, he's smiling. It's a great reply. Anything goes bad, you're telling somebody, hey, that sucks, but I'm still smiling with you. It's the poop emoji. So it's the 101 to me.
Yes.
And it's very I mean, a lot of emojis are face-based, hand-based. There's not a lot of I mean, this is the only poop emoji there is.
There can be only one.
There's only one. So I feel real proud right now.
Yeah, that's the clear number one. Everything else
I
is...
guess that's true. If you ask yourself, is there a plushie? of this because our emojis that we're going to draft aren't.
Ooh,
but there are
there's
plushies
definitely-
of the poop emoji.
Yeah.
It's very famous.
Super popular.
Yeah.
All right, I will go. See, I was
This is so fun.
in my heart of hearts. I thought maybe the poop emoji
Yeah.
might slip through the cracks.
Might drop down to you.
Yeah,
Well done.
but it did not work out that way. And
Now now everything's second.
yes,
And
that's
honestly,
the problem.
you
What's the
would've-
best second pick?
And,
I don't know.
Number
man.
2, it would have been perfect for you.
Yes, it would have been great. All right, I'm gonna go. My favorite emoji after the poop is it's simple. It has many purposes. It is just it's a fantastic response to many things.
Oh, don't take it. Don't take it. You're going to take what I want.
I am taking the eyes.
That's what I wanted.
That was my number 2.
It just the big eyes is an incredible response to almost everything. It's someone sends you a positive message, give them the big eyes.
Oh, hello.
It's a like this terrible thing happened. Big eyes.
Breaking news.
Oh, yeah.
Big eyes.
Oh, yeah. The big eyes are fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great pick. Because, so what I'm finding when I look at my list of emojis is you can go 2 directions here. You can either go like visual and meaning, or you can go
Emotion connotated type of.
well, that's what I'm saying on the visual side, or you can go practical and useful.
Right. Yep.
But the eyes can be both.
Mm-hmm.
They serve a purpose and they're emotional.
I don't know if we want to answer it right now, but like when you guys to prepare for this, I went and I looked at my most used emojis, and there's like 6.
You can do that?
Wait, how do you do that?
Just I
Is
don't
it
know.
just what shows up automatically?
Yeah,
on your,
what
okay.
shows up on your most used, and there's like 6.
That you only use 6 of them. Yeah.
There's hundreds of them. Like I use 6 of them.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I use the most for sure. It's super boring, but I mean,
I would go with that as your first pick.
oh man, I really wanted.
Yeah,
I really wanted
I
the
know.
eyes.
I know which one you're saying. The one you use the most, and it's just.
All right, I'm gonna take. It's so boring.
What's your boring pick?
Oh man.
Hold on, I'm gonna write it down just in case.
All right. The most boring one is a thumbs up, which is yes, what Mike wrote is the thumbs. I mean, you use it. It's a check mark. It's a positive. It's saying good job. It's saying okay. It's saying I got it. It's just very practical, and I use it non-stop. I use it in text messages. I use it in our company Slack all the time. So at least, I've got the practical one out of the way here now.
Sure.
Now I need more of
I give that one the thumbs down, but go on.
Yeah.
You could corner the market on thumbs.
I could take them both.
You could go thumbs up, thumbs down, buddy.
Oh man, just wait till the next turn. Finger up, finger down. All right.
The point.
The point. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
No.
pointer finger.
Yeah, I got you.
Man. All right. Okay. All right. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't got it. I don't got it. I'm back and forth.
Is there a tilt emoji you could
There
play?
is
Because
a little bit of a tilt.
Oh.
man, when you got the poop in the eyes, life is good.
Oh man, you guys, your picks are so good. All right, I'm gonna take one that I know is always a hot emoji
All right.
because it's fire.
Oh, yep. Great pick. That's
the-
a great pick.
Taking the fire emoji, it can say a lot, and whenever you use it, you always know it's a great situation.
Yeah, unless like you are using it very literally.
Like,
And
honey, there's
something's
a
on fire.
emoji in our house.
Right.
I probably should
Do something about. I should not be texting.
Should not be texting. At
If
that
you
moment.
text that to 911, they'll send the fire department. Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You thought I was serious?
I don't know, man.
You both were like, "Oh, nice to know.
I thought we were learning
I
something.
won't have to make an inconvenient call."
Well, I know how much the young people don't like to use phone calls.
Let me be very clear. Do not text 911 a fire
Yes,
emoji
that's
unless your house is on fire.
of course if you need the fire.
Right.
the fireman
And
to
always
come out.
second.
All right.
Whew,
So Jason,
I saved it with the fire.
did.
I should have gone fire
That was
and then
my third
thumbs
pick.
up.
That was my third favorite.
Should have gone fire, thumbs up.
Right. It's all right.
All right. And fire was probably it was number 3 or 4 for me. The emoji that I use the most. This is the one I use eyes I do use a lot. I'm going to go with the raised hands.
Yeah. You use that a lot.
I love that emoji. The 2 hands up.
It's like a thank you.
Yeah, it can
Or
be
like
a thank you, a
celebration.
celebration. You know, you got the hands up like, hallelujah.
The only thing that I ever see with that is field goal. That's every time you post that, I just think, okay, field goal.
So all these times where I'm celebrating stuff, you think I'm sending you a field goal?
Yeah, you got a solid 3 points. No, I knew it was.
But that's like paper football field goal.
Yes,
The thumbs are not connected.
I'm not saying I
they?
misinterpreted. I'm not saying I misinterpreted
They're
it
close.
to be a field goal, but I'm saying whenever I see it,
Raised
I
hands,
just
baby.
think of a field goal.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
It's good.
All right. You guys, it was tough because those are good picks, and I had to endure 4 of them before coming back to my poop, which the poop stands alone.
You're still.
I can leave it there.
You're probably still out ahead.
I'm going to go with the flex emoji.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
great
that's
one.
like saying, that's like saying good job, but it's like a pat on the
To
butt.
me, a good job to me.
Yeah. But I mean, like if I send you the flex, it's because you did something good a lot of the times, right? And I'm saying, way to go.
You're flexing on
You're
them.
flexing.
Flex on those fools.
Yeah, or you could say what you did and then throw a flex on the end of it.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to go I've got poop flex so far.
That's fine. And let me just
It's
say
a little bit more arrogant than the raised hands.
Yeah. For
If it's
sure.
about yourself, when do you use the raised hands about yourself? You can't.
Right, yeah, because my raised hands are for you.
The only way you can do raised hands is if you go #blessed raised hands.
I guess you could do that. Let me just say this because we are cutting edge here at the Fantasy Footballers,
yeah.
at the Spitballers. We've been in the tech industry now for a long time, and we use Slack and emojis all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the future is animated emojis.
Yes.
All of
Yes.
these, look, you've got a flex, Andy. The flex is so old busted. I need that flex flexing. I need to see that bicep raising. I need to see the poop dropping in. I need to see all of these emojis are so much better when they're animated. So stay tuned for the future.
I will ask this because all 3 of us, those last emojis, the fire and then the raised hands and the flex. Let's say, Al Borland, I'm going to just quiz you on this. Let's say you texted us each individually that you just got a raise at your job, okay? This is hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
And
never happen.
You got a raise, and then you get these 3 replies back. What do they say to you? You get the flex from me, you get the raised hands from Mike, you get the fire from Jason. Which one do you like most?
Probably the raised hands.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay. Because they all kind of say something a little bit different, don't they?
Yeah.
His
The
is-
flex says, congrats on your hard work.
That's right.
The fire says, man, that's hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's just straight up congratulations.
I'll send you the poop emoji if you ever get a raise. I'll tell you that right now. All right, I am going to. This one's tougher. I'm gonna finally work a. We haven't gotten into any of the face emojis, really, and we're 2 rounds in, and I got to wait 4 picks, so I don't want the bottom of the litter with the face emojis. There are a lot of them, and I don't know if this is the right or the wrong, but I'm going rolling eyes. I'm gonna go the rolling eyes face emoji.
That's where it's the eyes up.
Straight up.
Okay.
Eyes straight up. You just told me that your boss is making you work the weekend, and I'm throwing you the eyes up emoji.
I've never used it.
No?
I've never used it once.
Really?
What a bad pick. I mean,
Yeah, this is great. Great.
I've never used it. I feel like it's more like looking up. Like, look at that comment above.
Look
than
at
rolling
up.
eyes.
It's the rolling eyes emoji.
No, I know it's the rolling eyes
Look at
emoji,
that
but
comment above.
He's not lying, because very frequently, like, my first instinct when I see that is, oh, what's the comment up above?
exactly.
Come on.
What a bad face.
Every time I see your thumbs up, I'm like, oh, man, he smashed his thumb with a hammer. He's a dork. All right, Mike,
He's
you're up.
trying to clown on the thumbs up. You can't clown the thumbs up. It's too boring.
Yeah, whatever. Rolling eyes is a classic, and it says, hey, that's stupid, what you just experienced.
Sure.
All right. Now, there are many faces that have joy. There are many different smiles.
Oh, yeah.
There are many different laughing faces. And my research tells me that this is, in fact, the raffle face. So rolling on the floor laughing. This is the face where it is tilted to the side, huge smile. The tears are coming out because this face is laughing so incredibly hard. So I am drafting the raffle face. That's my favorite reaction to a joke.
100% my next pick. And I was so excited. I assumed it was going to be Andy's when he started taking the face. Inexplicably, he went rolling eyes. But
I've never used it.
I just can't believe he did that. But it gave me hope that I would get the rolling on the floor laughing out loud, because here's the truth. On my quick emojis, my response emojis, the ones that you say you use the most, I have the normal just laughing face with the tears coming out, not sideways crooked. And I hate that. I use it because it's just quicker to use.
Right.
But it shows like, I think this is funny, but I don't have the time to go get the good one.
The sideways crooked is the one you're talking about?
The sideways crooked is the best of all of the
Which one did you
faces.
take?
That's the one I took.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the raffle
sideways
face.
crooked. All right, I got you.
All right.
You got to be hip.
Well,
with the
let's
lingo.
run it through the real filter of whether it's a good pick or not. Have you used it before, Jason?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
It's
Great
probably my second most used behind the
Eggplant.
aforementioned
The thumbs up.
Yeah, I give that a thumbs up, Andy. All right, so I have two now.
He's a vegetarian.
Yeah, I have two.
Yeah, you got two great picks coming up.
Yes, I do. All right.
Go smiley face.
I'm gonna go. Yes, I'm gonna go. Boring smiley face. I've got my two picks lined up. You've got the good face. You have the best of all the happy joy. This was so funny, which is what we thrive on. I can't grab a different variation of laughter or
an inferior one, right?
100%. So I'm gonna go the other way, and for my face, I'm going with the explicit anger face, the one where you've got the
angry.
The angry face with the little,
where it's censored out
across the mouth.
All the squigglies.
Exactly. I've got the thumbs up. I've got the celebration, the fire, that was awesome. But
you're very profane.
But when I'm, this is, you got me good, or I'm so
bleep,
angry.
Bleep, bleep,
bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Look, I would go so far as to say that emoji is fire, which is awesome, and is another great emoji, which I also have. So with my last one, I'm going the other direction. I've gotten a little bit upset here.
Okay.
But sometimes we just want to give some love.
Right.
And so I'm taking the red heart.
He's going for picks here. He's going for votes. The red heart's for votes.
It's on my most used reactions.
Oh, I have no doubt. It's very vanilla. Go on.
Oh, yeah. You're talking down the red heart. Go look at whoever's listening right now, go look at your texts, go look at your messages, and see the last time that you used red heart.
No, the red heart's great. It's like buying somebody a birthday card, but you don't sign it. You just let the message inside say the message. You don't really put a lot of effort into it. You just take the default heart.
I don't have enough time, but I still care about you, and this was great, and so
yeah, I don't have enough time.
Love
Good
you.
point.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
I still made a red heart.
I don't want to be arguing with your picks, but you put me into a very defensive position.
No, you did. You took the rolling eyes. I didn't make you take that. I mean, clearly.
The rolling eyes is a great emoji. Mike, it's your turn.
All right. Now, here is where I don't know if this translates to everyone. I don't know if this is just the Twitter echo chamber that I am in texting with my friends as well. It's a little bit overkill here to have the eyes and this one, but I got to take it because I'm being true to myself. I'm taking my favorite emojis, and I will take the skull.
Absolutely,
I will take the skull response because someone says something to me, I am dead. I just send you. I send you 3 quick skull emojis, and you know exactly how I feel about what you just said to me.
I'll be honest. When I drop a nice joke, which I'm prone to do.
Yes.
And if I get 1 to 3 skulls from Mike, I feel good about myself. I feel like that joke most of the time they're at Al Borland's expense, right? So it's like,
That joke killed.
You just killed Al.
Yes.
Is this the skull and crossbones or just the skull?
I'm a skull man. I don't need the crossbones. I just
skull
like
and
the skull.
crossbones is poison.
Yeah, it's
skull
or
is,
pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
Skull gets the message across without little. You don't need accessories, right?
That's right.
You buy the skull, you get the 2 crossbones with it. You throw those out.
Yeah, I'm minimalist at heart.
Okay. Well, now I'm self-conscious about all of my emoji picks. Thanks to Jason. So I've got to close this thing down. There are several that I'm going between. What do I? Because you go into a little bit of a trend, right? Sometimes there are emojis you've used forever, like the okay hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the thumbs up. Those are forever emojis.
Yep.
There's others that you kind of get into a habit, and you're like this month I'm really into the rocker horns. I'm going to use that a lot.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll throw up the horns.
Some trendy.
Or the one eyebrow, or maybe throwing some kisses somebody's way.
Some little smooches. I know what you should draft. Not necessarily for this. I don't think you're going to draft it, but I think you and I at least, we use it all the time. I mean, we really do use it a lot every single day. And I think it'll be the waiver wire pickup of our group.
I'm actually going to go with, and I don't even know what the name of the face is, but I'm going to go with the 100% straight-lined neutral meh face. Okay? So you've got the 100% neutral face. It's not a smile.
So you're
it's
drafting,
not a frown.
You're drafting the superstar from the Emoji Movie because he is the meh face.
He's the meh face. So I don't know if that's technically meh or neutral, but you heard something and your reaction is so dull to what you heard that you're throwing.
Are you talking where it's the mouth is just
straight
straight
across?
It's
straight across.
It is the unamused face.
Unamused. Thank you, Jason.
And that can be pretty insulting. You get the unamused face back. That's and you throw out a joke.
This one
and you get
says
that
the
back.
unamused face has a little bit of a.
No, that's not it.
That's a frown.
This is the neutral. Look up neutral emoji. This is when the family
we
member.
gotta have the proper name.
Yeah, I will say this: Al Borland put it into our show doc perfectly and instantly.
Expressionless face. Oh wait, no,
neutral.
No, neutral
It's
face.
neutral
It is the
face.
neutral face. Yeah,
It's completely
eyes open, just straight mouth.
Sometimes you need to react in a minimal fashion to something, like.
And Jason is correct. The neutral face can cut deep.
The neutral face can cut deep. It's also an appropriate reaction if you hear something like if someone's complaining, and you drop the neutral face because you're in shock that happened again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he didn't call me back after he said he was going to. I hate that guy. Right.
Okay.
All right. So that's what I'm going to go. There are a bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
Here's the one that I think you and I, one of us should have
Wait,
taken.
are we doing 5 rounds or 4? Because I'm seeing him say that 5 rounds.
Al Borland is asking
Does he want
if
another
we want to
round?
go 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going upside down smiley face.
Oh, well, we've launched into another round.
Okay, I guess we're going 5.
We've launched into another round. I'm going to go upside down smiley face.
I mean, Mike, when you take the rolling eyes, you need a little bit more ammunition in your take.
I like the upside down.
That I do like the upside down face.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Mike, you are back on the clock.
See here, I thought I was wrapped.
I know.
I did too.
And now I'm back. Now I'm tilting again. Well, I only get one more pick. Which of my favorites do I actually take here? Oh man, I am torn between. I've got to narrow down to 2 here. One's pretty basic, along the lines of a thumbs up. And we got to keep it spicy here. So I'm going to go with a face. It's similar to the neutral face that there's so many different meanings for this face, and yet it can cut deep.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to take the thinking face.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
yeah.
I just wrote down. That's what
man,
I
am
just wrote
destroying
down.
you.
Yeah, the thinking face is
Yeah,
good.
because someone writes a comment in and you just hit them with the thinking
Ooh,
face.
what
It's
do you
like,
mean? It's like vague booking.
Yes, like yeah.
No, the thinking face is
I'm
really
surprised
good.
Jason likes that one because it's so nuanced.
Yeah, well, it's got depth and it's
right. No, I'm
it's-
just saying. Like, I'm surprised you can appreciate that, Hartman.
Oh yeah, no, I can totally appreciate
Thumbs up.
all good emojis.
No, thumbs
and
up.
So great job, thumbs up on that, Mike.
Yeah. You get to close it down. Don't screw it up. It's your final pick. It's kind of the
I can't.
It's the end. It's the caboose to your train of greatness.
So I guess I feel kind of backed into taking what I said was going to be the waiver wire pick because I talked about it. We use it a lot.
It makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So I'm going to take that. And I'm taking that over the other one I would take is the winky face with the tongue out, like the silly face. I like that. But I'm going to take the shrug. The shrug is something that...
The shrug?
What's the shrug?
Yeah, like the person shrugging.
Oh, what? Oh, the whelp face?
Yeah. It's not a face.
Whelp face is not like an actual official
Oh,
emoji.
that's the one you said we use a lot.
We use
we
it
do
all
use that a
the
lot.
time. Now, is that not an emoji?
That's not a face.
Are you
Take a look at the
Yeah,
doc.
it's not a face.
It's the shrugging man.
But is that an official emoji?
That's an official emoji.
Oh, shrug. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the shrug.
That's actually a great pick.
I thought you were going with the whelp face, the one that the ASCII whelp face.
Oh, no. That's great
if there
as
is,
well.
If there's anything that is my favorite, it is the ASCII
If
whelp
we want
man.
3 people listening to the show, we can do an ASCII draft. But we got Al Borland's given the waiver wire team his favorite undrafted. He likes the fist. You do use the fist a lot.
Yeah,
I like the fist pump.
I was when I was torn between one that's more basic. It was the fist.
You've got the
although I go raise fist. I don't go knuckle pound. I
knuckle
go
out.
fist up.
Okay, and then you got the party. Sure, you've got the prayer, the
pray.
hands
Yeah,
together,
the hands together.
and then you've got the surprise. That was on my short list. The surprise eyes, which I think is considered flushed. I think that's the flushed emoji.
Flushed or embarrassed.
clapping. I love our animated clapping. The non-animated.
A wave.
Yeah, wave is.
A peace sign.
I don't.
Yeah, no, definitely. Peace sign is way up there for me.
I joked about it earlier. As boring as it gets, but the point up, I do that all the time to like just echo what someone is saying. I like that one.
Got to save time.
Yeah.
Oh, I use the rolling eyes to echo. What
Yeah,
people are
right.
saying.
That's
to
why I
say,
looked
look
up.
at that.
Look at this
Go,
comment up above me.
All right, that is it.
What did we learn today?
I know what I learned. I learned that lasagna is its ingredient is lasagna. That's
I learned that submarines are significantly larger than Boeing 747s.
Yes, and I learned that this Friday the Dirty Elbows will be opening for the Manicotti Potties.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wish Willie Facili was able to show up. But
Yeah.
I feel like you could get a good scat out of the Manicotti Potty name.
Well, maybe stay tuned next week. Maybe that and a brand new segment.
That's right.
We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.